The story begins with Leo, a handsome but troubled teenager. Don't let the looks fool you. His life is full of pressure and pain. He transfers to a new high school. His father meets the principal and proudly says Leo always ranks first and is talented in sports. The principal is impressed. Leo enters the classroom. The students wait excitedly to know more about him, but he only says his name. They think he's arrogant. Leo ignores everyone, puts on his earphones, and sits quietly. But one student keeps staring at him, Kai, the class bully. Kai already plans to target him. After school, Leo attends a private tutoring class. Then he receives a message from his father. Come home now and continue studying. Leo obeys. At home, he finds his mother asleep on the couch. She wakes, asks about school. Leo answers coldly. It's normal. When she asks if he needs anything, he asks for her antidepressant pill. She's shocked. Why do you need it? Leo hides his pain and says he was joking. Later, his father returns from the hospital and checks on his study progress. One mistake in a question, and his father explodes, hitting his own head to show Leo how to focus. Leo feels trapped in a prison. That night, he dreams he's choking himself, the only escape from this life. Next day at school, Leo walks in with his earphones. He sees Kai bullying a weak student again, forcing him to bring breakfast every day. Leo doesn't interfere. He has enough trouble at home. He looks at his university application form. He wants to study music, but his father forced him to write medicine instead. Suddenly, Kai bumps into him and knocks his music device to the ground. Leo quickly grabs it. This device belonged to his older brother who passed away. It's Leo's most precious thing. Kai continues beating the weak student. Leo remembers how his father beats him too. Anger rises. Leo shouts loudly at Kai to stop. Everyone is shocked, even Noah, the smart top student. But Kai attacks Leo first, punches him until Leo falls and bleeds. Noah is disappointed. He thought Leo could fight back. After school, Kai meets Max, a gangster-like teen, and tells him he found a new victim. When Leo walks out, Kai takes his wallet, sees a lot of money, and realizes Leo is rich. He forces Leo to save Kai's number and threatens him. Leo accepts the humiliation because he wants no more trouble. At home, Leo keeps studying under pressure. Same nightmare every night. He feels like he lives in hell. The next morning, Kai texts him to bring breakfast and cigarettes, but Leo can't. His father drops him at school. Kai gets angry, hits Leo, and steals his earphones and music device. Leo demands them back, voice calm, but eyes dark. Kai laughs and crushes the music device under his foot. He hits Leo again and again, but suddenly, Leo snaps. He transforms into a monster. He attacks Kai with full rage. The entire class panics. Kai's friends lock the door. Kai and Leo fight violently. Kai tries to kick him, but Leo counters, slams him into a desk, and breaks his nose. Kai's friend tries to interfere, but Noah stops him, warning him to stay back. Leo chokes Kai until he almost passes out. Then he lets him go, picks up his earphones, and walks to his seat as if nothing happened. Kai tries a cheap shot from behind, but Leo dodges and sends him flying with a punch to the stomach. Noah is amazed. Leo is no ordinary student. After school, Noah runs after Leo, asking if he's a trained fighter. He warns Leo, Kai won't let this go. Tomorrow he will bring Max. Leo ignores him. I don't want problems, but on the bus, Leo secretly smiles. For the first time in his life, he fought back. That night, Leo arrives late to his tutoring class. His father gets angry, threatens him, and Leo goes to his room. There, he remembers his older brother, the one who loved music and gave him the earphones before dying. Next day, wearing his earphones, Leo faces Kai again. Kai laps him. Leo tries to apologize, but Kai won't accept it. They arrange to wait after school. Noah warns Leo that a thug will fight him. He offers tips on how to win, but Leo snaps. He won't pick fights. Noah leaves, worried. During break, Leo goes to wash his face. The thug, Max, storms in, knocks him down. Students flee, but Noah stays, insisting to watch. Max orders Leo to kneel and kiss his shoe, a cruel humiliation. Leo refuses. Max tries to fight him again, but the principal walks in and stops the fight. Max is warned. One more mistake and he'll be expelled. Noah admires Leo's courage and offers to train together, but Leo refuses. I only study, no more fights. Later, Leo finds his earphones stolen again. Kai texts him, come get them behind the school. Leo goes. Noah follows quietly, excited to watch. Kai and Max plan to break Leo by targeting his weakness, the earphones. When Leo arrives, Max attacks him first. He beats Leo badly, fast punches like a boxer. Leo bleeds and falls. Max thinks he won, but when Leo sees blood, something changes. His eyes turn wild. He stands up with terrifying calm. He analyzes Max's punch pattern. He dodges once, twice. Third time, he lands a crushing counterpunch. He breaks Max's face and throws him down the stairs. Then he kicks Max's injured leg repeatedly until he collapses screaming. Kai panics, returns Leo's earphones with shaking hands. Leo walks away, earphones back on. Noah follows him into the bathroom. He is impressed and tells Leo, "You're talented, you should defend yourself more." But Leo receives a message from his father. He panics. He doesn't want his father to see him injured, so he swaps shirts with Noah to hide the blood. Noah becomes his first real friend. At home, Leo hides his wounds with cream. Next morning, Mom wakes him and notices the bruises. Leo lies. "I got hit playing basketball." She doesn't know he's fighting for his life. At breakfast, he eats more than usual, trying to regain his strength. Dad nags him to study harder and review his lessons. As he walks into school, he sees a plane flying overhead, and he thinks to himself how he wishes he could be like that plane, free one day, going anywhere he wants. Back with the gang leader, Drew, scolds Max and Kai for losing reputation. He beats Max's leg and demands vengeance. Break Leo's cheekbone. Any who refuse are expelled from the gang. Leo walks out of school with Noah beside him, clothes cleaned, the blood washed away. Noah chatters, drawing him closer. Suddenly, Max appears on a motorcycle, speeds up and strikes Leo in the head. Leo collapses, bleeding. Leo faints after being attacked by a motorcycle driven by Max's gang. He wakes in the hospital with Noah beside him. His parents arrive. His father doesn't ask if Leo is okay. He only asks about Leo's school ranking. Noah lies to protect him, saying Leo fainted on the bus. Leo's father demands he return home and study immediately. Leo overhears his mother crying alone, remembering the day his older son died. She still hasn't healed. Outside, Max and Kai hover near the hospital, afraid Leo might die and bring trouble. Max decides to check on him. He enters, sees Mom shattered, and offers concern. She mistakes him as a classmate and thanks him. Seeing Max's bruised face, she gently places a bandage and tells him to take care. Her kindness stabs Max with guilt. Noah goes to visit his little brother in the hospital. The kid is in a coma, his condition critical. Noah talks to him, begging him to wake up, promising protection. We realize, dear viewer, Noah was bullied too. His brother suffered because of it. That's why Noah wants to protect Leo. At night, Leo leaves the hospital and goes home. Mom tries to pry, asks what happened, but Leo stays silent, doesn't want to worry her. He tells her he's fine. She asks if someone's bullying him and offers to move him to another school for safety, but he refuses. He goes to his room. Next day, Leo finds Max waiting outside class. At first, Leo thinks Max wants to fight, but Max surprises him. He apologizes. He says Leo should have rested earlier. Leo forgives him on one condition: no more fights. Max agrees and promises. But word reaches Drew, leader of the gang. Drew is furious. He beats Max and calls him a coward. Drew decides he'll teach Leo a lesson himself. He storms into the classroom and confronts Leo, who's wearing his earphones, calm and unafraid. Drew plans to strike, but Noah intervenes. "If you start a fight in class, I'll tell the principal. You'll be expelled." Drew snaps, slamming Max, furious at the whole mess, and orders Leo to meet him on the roof at break. Reluctant, Leo goes up. Drew demands an apology. He expects Leo to refuse. Instead, Leo apologizes. He doesn't want trouble. Drew rages, calls for Max to strike him with a cane and break his face. Max refuses. He promised. Drew lashes out, topples Max, and starts beating him with the cane. Leo can't watch. He grabs the cane with his bare hands. "Back off," he warns. Drew snarls. "You'll regret this." Drew fights like a master with that cane, swinging it like a sword. He's fast and brutal. He pins Leo down, choking, ready to finish him. Just then, Max leaps in, repaying the debt. He strikes Drew and pulls him off Leo. The gang scrambles to restrain Max, but the chance has opened. Leo fights back smarter this time. He studies Drew's rhythm, reads his moves, and strips him of the cane. He throws it down to prove Drew is weak without it. Leo tells Drew plainly he's not just a pretty face. Then he delivers a crushing blow, a powerful strike that sends Drew flying and smashes the cane. Drew can't stand. He admits defeat and collapses, furious and shocked. The gang wants to pummel Leo, but Noah stops them. Their leader is beaten. It's over. For the first time, Leo feels a rush of freedom. He washes his face, clears his head, and returns to studying. Noah admires him and notices Max step away from aggression. He won't mess with Leo again, but Drew isn't done. He awakens, furious, and calls for reinforcements, a stronger fighter he knows. That fighter is Kian, a small, wiry student who's a pianist by day and a Kian-like fighter by night. Despite his size, Kian terrifies Drew. Word spreads, Drew lost to a new student. Kian appears, cool and confident. He offers Drew a chance to redeem himself. Fight him. Meanwhile, Leo heads back to class, his legs aching. Kian escorts him to the classroom, helps him sit, and accepts a small favor, money for a juice. Leo pays. He's puzzled by Kian's odd. After school, Leo has a lesson and an exam the next day. He can't concentrate. The roof fight plays on repeat in his head. His scores drop. He gets a 0. The teacher yells. Leo apologizes, ashamed. Outside, Kian waits with his crew and the gang. They want to test Leo. Leo slowly removes his own earphones, lifts his head, and says coldly, "If it's a fight you want, I'm ready." Kian teases, "If I fought you for real, you'd barely walk afterward." Suddenly, Dad arrives in the car and drags Leo away. The drive is silent. Dad warns, "Stay away from trouble and focus on school." Tomorrow, he'll take Leo somewhere, a shop, to buy him something new. At the shop, the owner asks about Leo's older brother. Dad bristles. He still won't say the brother died. He lies. He went to medical school in America. Next morning, Leo tells Noah about Kian and the gang's attack. Noah urges caution until his strength returns. Leo agrees to avoid them for now, but Kian and his crew appear in class. Kian praises Leo's strength and offers him a place in his group. "Join us, and no one will bully you again." Leo refuses. Kian loses patience, splashes a Pepsi in his face, and throws the bottle at him, humiliating him. Noah restrains himself, pleading for patience. After school, Dad and Leo drive to the place Dad promised. They discover it's Grandpa's birthday and the family eats together. Grandpa asks about Leo's studies and suggests moving him back to his old school. Leo refuses. It reminds him of his brother. Grandpa pushes him to sip a drink spiked with alcohol and follow Dad's advice. "Don't end up like your big brother." Leo stings at that. He pictures his brother standing before him. Leo instinctively steps toward him, but there's no one there. Lost in the vision, Leo keeps walking and slips straight into the pool. Dad panics and dives in, saving him. Mom scolds Grandpa for giving him the drink, but Grandpa says the boy must learn responsibility. He reveals the truth. The older brother died because he couldn't bear their father's pressure. Leo seethes. At school, he vows to fight Kai to vent his anger. Noah pleads, "You're still healing. Don't rush." But Leo won't listen. This time, Leo doesn't step back. He grabs his own drink and splashes it over Kian's head, exactly the way Kian once did to him. Kian drags Leo into the music room. Inside, he gives Leo a choice. Walk away now, or join the gang until Kian's Rubik's Cube is done. Leo stands his ground. Kian fights like his name, swift, precise. A master of martial arts technique, he dodges every blow. Leo struggles as Kian overpowers him, seizing the chance to wrap his hands around Leo's throat. Leo gasps for air, his breath tightening until he finally blackouts. Kian leaves him on the floor, laughing. "Your turn's next." Noah steps forward, removes his glasses, and reveals his true strength. He promises, "You'll regret underestimating him." Leo pushes himself back up immediately, refusing to stay down. Kian watches him rise and gives him a second chance. This time, Leo focuses, analyzes Kian's patterns, and strikes back with sharp, intelligent counters. He lands blow after blow, breaking. The Kian's friend jumps in, trying to save him before he loses, but the nerd blocks him and kicks him so hard he flies backward. Leo is stunned. He didn't know the nerd was this strong. The nerd steps forward and tells him, "Watch and learn." Then he charges at the bully with lightning-fast strikes. Turns out he's a kung fu pro. The bully panics, whining, "I'm just a kid," but the nerd fires back. "You should have said that long before you did this to others." He clears the pretenders out of his way, delivers a heavy kick, and sends the bully flying. The Kian wakes up, bleeding but laughing, revenge burning in his eyes. He lunges at Leo, knocks him down, and keeps punching his stomach. Leo tries to defend himself, but the hits rain down on his head. But the Kian is quick. He slips behind him and slams Leo to the floor. He grabs his arm, ready to break it and end his fighting days. Leo screams in pain, but gathers every last bit of strength, lifts the Kian and smashes his head down, bones cracking. Then he unleashes his secret move. He sprints, leaps into the air, kicks the Kian mid-flight and sends him crashing. He walks up slowly, grabs him by the neck, and chokes him until he goes limp. He wins. He turns to the gang and warns them, "If any of you ever bully a student here again, I'll finish you." For the first time, Leo feels truly free. The nerd pulls him aside, promising, "No one will ever dare touch you again." The next day, he starts running, training harder, trying to copy every move the Kiana used. He can't focus. The teacher notices, yells, and raises a hand to hit him. Leo grabs the teacher's wrist mid-air and coldly warns, "If you try that again, I'll break your bones." The teacher freezes, terrified by this new personality, and decides to call his father. When Leo gets home, his father shouts at him, almost hitting him, but changes his mind. He orders him to apologize to the teacher, focus on studies, and never do that again. Leo sits to study, but instead puts on his headphones and disappears into his music. The next day, Noah returns with a plan: team up. He shows Leo a video of psycho students torturing other students in the school basement. Filmed for fun, Noah wants to punish the tormentors and clean school. Leo is stunned but hesitant, afraid of Dad's reaction. Before he leaves, a student calls him over, offers him a drink, and thanks him. No one bullies him anymore. Leo feels something warm in his chest. For once, he feels like a hero. He tells the nerd Noah, "I'll think about it," then walks away. That night, his father drags him to a party where everyone sings his songs, but he freezes when he sees the psycho student there too, acting kind, pretending innocence. In front of everyone, the psycho even reaches out to shake his hand, but Leo refuses. "I know who you really are. Your little act won't work on me." His father blushes with embarrassment, apologizes, and pulls him aside. He tries to explain that the boy is misunderstood, that everything Leo heard is just rumors. "Focus on your studies. Get into medical school. We don't care about other people." But Leo refuses. He says he'll study what he loves. He won't end up like his brother. His father snaps, slaps him, and orders him to leave. Leo walks away alone, burdened by guilt. We learn his father couldn't handle the pressure he put on the eldest son, and tragically, he ran away after entering medical school. Leo meets the nerd Noah and agrees to join him. He wants help getting rid of the psycho. The next day, the psycho and his crew corner a weak student in the bathroom, beating him until the boy runs to the roof, ready to jump, but fear stops him. He sits crying, helpless. The psycho finds him again and drags him back to have fun, beating him while laughing with his friends. They think no one can stop them until Leo and Noah appear wearing masks. Everything freezes. 2601. The psycho mocks them. Only two versus a whole gang? He orders his friends to grab them, thinking they're just kids. But he has no idea. These two are monsters in disguise. Noah charges the group alone, while Leo heads straight for the psycho. He swings at him, but the psycho is freakishly strong. He grabs Leo and slams him repeatedly, thinking victory is seconds away. But Noah finishes beating his opponents and arrives just in time to save Leo. He tags in. They switch. Leo steps forward again. This time he's ready. He dodges every punch, experience from past fights sharpening him. He studies his opponent, combining ki and speed with thug power. He leaps into the air and kicks the psycho to the floor. The psycho stares up, terrified. He surrenders. He cries and begs for forgiveness. But heroes don't forget. They force him to apologize on camera to the weak student. The student, shaken but encouraged, kicks him back and breaks his nose, finally getting justice. Leo and Noah warn the psycho, "Come near him again or any student," and this video goes public. They leave laughing, celebrating their first mission. Their bond grows stronger. Later, Leo changes into his school clothes while Noah visits his brother in the hospital, showing him the video and promising revenge for what bullies did to him. The next day, they start their exam. Leo scores highest. Noah tells him they've found a new villain. Leo nods. He's ready. Outside, he sees the old bully trying to rejoin the gang. Leo approaches him, warns him to stay away, and the bully flees. A new mysterious student arrives at school. He's poor, quiet, and transferred from another school. The The principal warns him, "One more fight and you're expelled." He nods and leaves. He unknowingly sits in the Kian student seat. The Kian arrives and demands money. The mysterious student steps forward, pulls out the cash, then yanks it back at the last second, taunting the Kian. Kian senses something strange. He isn't scared. He tries to hit him, but the mysterious student dodges without effort and pushes him aside. He calmly says he doesn't want trouble. The Kian is shaken. Unable to defeat him, he decides to cause chaos. He sends a bully to lie to Leo, saying the mysterious student wants to take over the school. Leo believes it and drags the mysterious student to the roof to fight. He attacks, but the mysterious student avoids every strike, too kind to retaliate. He nearly loses control until Noah arrives and stops everything. It turns out he knows the mysterious boy. He apologizes and explains he wants peace, and mysterious boy warns them not to come near me and walks away. Noah sits with Leo and reveals the truth. Victor's old school was like a prison, filled with criminals. Students fought daily in a ranking system. Only the strongest got freedom, and Victor was the strongest of them all. That's why he transferred. Leo is stunned and curious. Suddenly, they hear shouting. The Kian and his gang are chasing Victor. He leads them to a secluded area on purpose. He warns them one last time, "Stay away from me or regret it." But the Kian refuses. He attacks with his friends. Victor blocks everything, draws a line on the ground and says, "Cross this and I'll break your face." They cross. They fall. In less than a second, they're all on the ground, unable to move. He walks away calmly. Leo comes home late. His father is furious and raises his hand to strike him, but his mother steps in. "I won't let you do this again," she says. "It's because of your pressure that we lost our eldest son. I won't let Leo suffer too." Her words made him happy. But that night, the nightmare returns. Leo wakes terrified and begs Noah for their next mission. Meanwhile, two overweight boys are being bullied by athletes, beaten, robbed, humiliated on camera. The girls film as they're forced to strip. Suddenly, Leo and the nerd Noah arrive. Wearing masks, they jump in to stop the chaos. They fly through the air, dropping the bullies one by one. Kicks, punches. "Where does it hurt now?" Bodies hit the floor. No bully can stand against them. But the sports leader suddenly swings a metal bar and smashes Leo's back. Leo's arms and stomach lock in pain. Rage flashes in his eyes. He charges, beating the leader relentlessly, bones cracking under every strike. Then Leo snaps. His father's pressure echoes in his head. His breathing turns wild. He knocks the leader down, ready to finish him. Noah rushes forward, pulling Leo away before he goes too far. He tells him urgently, "Control yourself, or you'll become just like them." Leo breathes hard, apologizes, promising he'll only punish bullies, not become one. Suddenly, Noah gets a call. His brother has woken up from his coma. He sprints to the hospital. When he enters, his brother is crying, whispering how much he missed him. Noah holds his hand, promising to protect him from now on. But outside, Noah can't forget the bullies who caused all this. Revenge fills his mind. Leo returns to class, hearing students whisper about the masked heroes. He smiles, finally feeling like he matters. At home, his father demands his headphones and music player. Leo refuses. He reveals they were gifts from his brother, a way to escape the crushing pressure their father caused. He blames him for his brother's death and walks out to meet Noah for their next mission. They reach a new hideout. A huge gang warns Noah that this time is different. These aren't normal bullies, they're real criminals. Masks on. They enter, only to realize it's an ambush. Weapons everywhere, they're surrounded. But Leo and Noah fight anyway, dropping dozens with every strike, until a thug hits Leo's injured hand. He falls, unable to move. Noah charges in alone, fighting like a madman to protect him. He pulls Leo up, and they stand back to back, but the numbers overwhelm them. 3303. The gang beats them down, breaks their bones, rips off their masks, and begins filming them to expose them. But something snaps. Leo unleashes everything inside him, breaking free, fighting wildly. Noah joins him, grabs a fire extinguisher, and they crash through a window and escape. The gang chases them down the road, and just when they're about to be caught, their former bully screeches up in a car, yelling for them to get in. They escape. He takes them to a boxing gym and warns Leo, "Quit fighting now before you turn into one of them." Leo nods, shaken. He texts his father saying he'll stay at a friend's place, then turns off his phone. Meanwhile, the bullies meet with a mafia member and show him the video. They reveal that Leo and the nerd Noah are the masked heroes, begging him to take revenge and break their bones. The mafia laughs. Just school kids. He decides he'll handle it himself. The next day, Leo follows the bullies' advice and focuses on his studies, avoiding fights. Noah is frustrated. He needs Leo for his revenge. Meanwhile, the mafia arrives at school and storms into the music room, beating a student with no effort. Victor and his gang enter, thinking he's just another boy. They decide to fight him. What a mistake. The victor attacks with full power, but he has no idea he's fighting a monster. The mafia dodges everything with one hand in his pocket, strikes once, and sends Victor flying. The victor uses his secret move, but the mafia breaks his legs and keeps hitting him even after he surrenders. Merciless. A demon in human form. The news reaches Leo and Noah. Noah freezes. He recognizes the mafia boss. He's the one who destroyed his brother's life. Leo steps forward, ready to fight, but Noah stops him, determined to take this revenge himself. He removes his glasses to use his full strength and charges forward, but the mafia thug is stronger. He approaches him laughing and kicks him hard, sending him crashing to the ground. He remembers Noah, a flashback from 3 years ago. Back then, he was weak. He and his brother were beaten every day. The bullies even invited him to join their gang, but he refused because he was kind-hearted, so they hit him even more. Still, he and his brother used to laugh because they had each other. They promised to stay together until graduation. Then came the cursed day. The bullies cornered them on the rooftop. They took Noah's money and let him go, but they didn't spare his brother. They kept beating him. Noah didn't want to leave, but his brother begged him to go get help, saying he'd be fine. He left reluctantly, but guilt ate him alive. He ran back to save him, but it was too late. He saw the bullies throwing his brother off the rooftop. His brother survived, but fell into a coma. From that day on, Noah trained non-stop to become stronger and avenge him. He snaps out of his memories. The mafia thug mocks him, calling him weak just like before. He provokes him, calling him a coward. Noah gets angry and attacks, but the mafia's strength is unnatural. He thanks every hit. He grabs him by the hair, slams him repeatedly, and smashes a chair over him. Leo can't take it and screams for him to stop. He decides to kill Noah himself and jumps in to fight. The mafia chokes him and tries to finish him, but suddenly our hero slips free, leaps off the wall, and lands a solid hit. The mafia is impressed and invites him to join his gang. Leo refuses and keeps fighting. He lands a strong punch, thinking he has won, but the mafia laughs. That was just the warm-up. This time he fights seriously. He dodges all of Leo's attacks, notices his injured arm, and exploits it mercilessly. He takes him down and unleashes a barrage of brutal punches. Leo screams in pain. The mafia steps on his hands in front of Noah. "Let's see your brother survive this." He grabs a metal bar, aiming to break his leg forever. Leo panics. This feels like the end. Suddenly, the mysterious student arrives just in time. He tells the mafia to back off. The mafia recognizes him instantly and fears him. He retreats but takes the headphones and music device. "If you want them back, train harder and come face me again." He leaves. Leo collapses in pain. Another flashback reveals his father abused his brother the same way. He forced him to study endlessly for medical school. His brother slowly lost his mind. One night, while Leo was sleeping, his brother nearly strangled him in his sleep. He snapped out of it at the last second and apologized, but the sleepwalking and violence grew worse. Leo began to fear him. His brother begged their father to let him quit medical school, but he refused and beat him. That night, his brother handed Leo his headphones, apologized, and with tears in his eyes, he stepped to the window ledge and threw himself out. He died instantly. Leo wakes up in the hospital. He asks who did this to him so he can have them arrested. He tells his father it was the psycho student who sent the thugs. His father is shocked, but doesn't believe him because the psycho comes from a rich family. He decides to transfer Leo to another school and send him to America. Noah visits him, apologizing for everything and begging him to stay away from the mafia. Leo doesn't respond. That night, Leo hallucinates his brother calling him. He sleepwalks to the hospital rooftop. His mother finds him and breaks down, apologizing for not protecting his brother. She promises to stop his father from pressuring him again. She collapses from exhaustion. Leo comforts her and carries her back. His father demands he continue studying, but the mother refuses. "I won't let you destroy him too." Next day, the mysterious student arrives at school but finds the mafia gang waiting. They surround him, thinking he's weak like his father. They have no idea he inherited supernatural strength from his mother. He drags them to an abandoned place and destroys them one by one. He flies through the air, smashing them into the ground. He wins easily, but two gang members strike him from behind, breaking his shoulder and arm. He falls badly injured. They celebrate too early. He rises through the pain and defeats them all. He escapes, only to find the mafia boss waiting. He fights him despite the injury, removing his suit to unleash full power. But the mafia keeps targeting his wounded shoulder. He collapses. The mafia jumps high and crushes his leg, targeting every weak point. He grabs him by the throat, thinking he has passed out. But the mafia was pretending. He slams him into the ground and breaks his jaw. He wins. Leo is released from the hospital. His mother comforts him, takes him out to eat, and tries to lift his spirits. She asks him to call Noah because he must be worried. Meanwhile, Noah wanders the streets, missing Leo, remembering their happy moments. He decides to return his headphones. He marches into the mafia hideout. They go to the garage. If the mafia wins, he keeps the device. But Noah surprises him. His strength has grown. Their skills are equal now. Still, the mafia's experience wins. He uses his secret move and defeats him, but respects him enough to let him take the device. Leo returns home and finds his grandpa, dad, and police waiting. They arrest him. His mother collapses, suffering a breakdown. They admit her to the hospital. They take Leo away. On the way, he gets a call from Noah. He rushes to meet him and finds him covered in injuries. Noah reassures him he's fine and hands him back the headphones. He says he heard Leo is leaving for America and came to say goodbye. He leaves. Leo is moved. He puts on the headphones and remembers his brother's words. "Don't let anyone control you." He decides to take revenge. Next day, he challenges the mafia boss in front of the whole school. They fight. The mafia dominates at first, but Leo grows stronger with every hit. The crowd cheers for him. He remembers his father's abuse, the bullying, the pain. He rises again and again. He hits the mafia with the cast on his arm and lands a devastating punch. For the first time, the mafia falls. He jumps on him, unleashing everything. He puts on the headphones, ready for the final blow. But Noah and his father arrive and beg him not to become a criminal. He doesn't listen. He stomps on the mafia's head and wins the fight. He becomes the strongest student in the school and is expelled. A week later, he transfers to a new school, a prison-like boarding school. His mother hugs him goodbye. On the bus, Noah sits next to him. "I'm coming with you." Leo is touched. They arrive and find out the students are beaten by the supervisors. This is the same school the mysterious student once attended. They walk in together, ready to fight every criminal inside and become the strongest students in the city. And that means the story isn't over. A new chapter is rising, and the next episodes will be released very soon. If you want us to continue this story the moment it drops, hit that subscribe button, leave your lovely like, and write us a comment so we know you're ready. Stay strong, stay brave, and see you in the next episode.